Welcome to the Maritime Startup Ecosystem Interviews, a series we created to give even more exposure to startups from the Maritime Startup Ecosystem Network. Today I'm here with Jan Franhert of Boxxport. Boxxport has a clear vision. They want to digitize the container service industry and make cooperation easier, faster, and more comfortable for the market participants. So welcome, Jan. Good to see you.
Hi, Leonardo.
Hi, good morning. Jan from Boxxport. Now, you are in Germany, I guess?
Exactly.
In Hamburg?
We are placed in Hamburg.
Okay, great. Well, great to have you here. I read, of course I read, a brief statement about what you are, but I think it would be great to hear from you what the company does, maybe something about yourself as well, your role in the company, what the company does, and then so we start understanding what this Boxxport is.
A little bit more about Boxxport. Yeah, sure. Yeah, my name is Jan. I'm the founder of Boxxport.com. We are, let's say, the first real international container marketplace to buy and sell the containers online. To make it a little bit more specific, we provide the marketplace so that the potential buyer and the seller of SOC, of shippers own the equipment of containers, can trade between each other. As you said at the beginning, we have a clear vision, so we do not only want to provide the container marketplace to buy and sell containers, and we also want on the later stage, this will maybe take place in next year, we also want to provide the possibility on the marketplace to lease containers.
Yeah.
And we are now already on a good track, so that the market the participants can manage their containers online. So we provide them an ERP system and a CRM system to optimally manage the entire container fleet. So now what we do on Boxxport is to provide let's say an IT platform where anywhere from the world container owners and container demand side they can meet. So if you are a shipping line, if you are a container leasing company, if you are a container trader, or even an industrial company, and you want to sell containers in any spot of the world, you can place them on Boxxport with a price tag, and the companies, so to say, we are a B2B marketplace only. If then the company wants to buy the containers, it just search like on Amazon or Alibaba. You search for, let's say, for the high cube in cargo worthy condition in Hamburg, and then he gets a list of all the supplies, and then he clicks, and with 3 clicks he can buy then online with all payment methods of today, with the credit card, with the wire transfer and PayPal. Then he can directly buy the containers. So what we do is that we connect the seller and the buyer directly. So the advantage is for the container owner, or for the one who wants to sell the container, that he tremendously enlarges his customer database. Because Leonardo, you have to imagine a container trading is mostly is more a regional business. And when, for example, a local trader from Germany who only uses to sell containers in Germany, or let's say in Europe, he now gets online there to Boxxport on a marketplace, and now the companies from all over the world can see his stock and they can buy it online. So you tremendously enlarge your customer database, and the other side, the ones who need the containers, have unlimited sources of containers, and of course we bring the transparency to the market. So because the market prices are more comparable, and of course you see in just a second, with just a few clicks, you see the availability of containers in a certain market. What is often a problem of companies who need containers. For example, imagine a company in the US who now needs containers, let's say in Munich, and they don't have any clue how many containers they are available. So they have to call traders to write emails, what is very time consuming. But today there's Boxxport. You just go online and search for Munich and buy, and that's it.
Yeah. Fantastic. So thank you for the explanation. It's very interesting because we like in maritime from outside, maybe people think, okay, there are containers that carry cargo, so it's all about cargo. But also the containers themselves, the container boxes, are an asset that is relevant for the industry. And actually, many are owned by the maritime companies, but many are not owned by the maritime companies, are owned by other companies that lease them to the maritime companies, or maybe lease them to freight forwarders or to other companies who then use them. But then there is a capacity issue where maybe you have too many containers at a certain point because your business is shrinking, or the other way around, you have too few containers, so you can lease them, but maybe you can't find them on the spot, and maybe the leaser might need to find new containers to lease you, or you want to buy more containers as a maritime company, as a shipping company. So it's really a market that really supports the market, the general like transportation, shipping.
Exactly.
Very interesting. And of course, you are there as a container owner, trying to find new containers, and there was not such a place where to find these globally, because you might not need them in your place, but maybe you need them on the other side of the world. And you need to buy them there, not here. So absolutely, this is very interesting. Now, my question is, and my curiosity, I would say, is how many clients, or how big is the market? So how many potential clients do you have? Not that you have on your platform, and maybe then you tell me also how many clients do you have on your platform, and how many containers are you exchanging right now, like buying and selling on your platform?
Exactly. That's a very good question. And of course, I always get these questions from investors, of course. So the market potential, let's put it this way, is nearly unlimited. So let's see who are potential users of Boxxport. These are all containers owners out there. Again, as I mentioned, these are now shipping lines, and we have a few of them online already. These are container traders. We estimate that we have around 50,000 container traders internationally.
15,000. Okay.
50,000 exactly. Then we have industrial companies, who need containers to transport their goods. This is from the commodity goods, from everything, and of course freight forwarders, who do not only use COC containers but also SOC containers, and this becomes more and more. So as you can see, also on an international scope, this is a very, very huge potential customer database. Coming back to your question, how many containers we have right now in the marketplace, I'm very transparent. Right now, beginning of May, we have around 10,000 containers on the marketplace. And this is quite a huge number, but we expect to have around 50,000 by the end of the year.
Okay. So of course, well, as any startup, you start small. You start with a few customers, but now few customers means 10,000 containers. And if you want to share also how many customers, but no need, because I think this is a confidential information that
No, it's okay. We can say that. So I can tell you that we have around 400 companies now on Boxxport. So companies, not users, companies. And I think we started in July last year. This is a very good result. Of course, our industry is still offline. Yeah, we all know maritime startup face the same challenge. Yeah, we have to motivate them to go online. So we succeed a lot when we approach our customers offline, meaning by trade fairs, for example.
Yes.
And unfortunately, since some weeks, we're not able to travel and to meet our potential users offline. We missed, unfortunately, two big fairs now in the last 2 months. But and hopefully it will get better soon, and then we can speed up in our customer database again. But I think it's a very good result.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Yeah, it's probably even more interesting the number of customers rather than the number of containers traded, because the number of customers really shows that, because you have one customer that trades 1,000 containers. Well, okay, it's one customer, but you have many customers. You said 1,000, I guess.
400 customers.
400. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a huge amount in 1 year. It's fantastic, and it's just bound to grow. And how they like the service? Do they? What is that they like? They say, "Oh, I have this now, and I didn't have it before, and it really makes the difference."
Yeah, exactly. So that what I mentioned before. What they really like are not two main points. The first one is speed. So we get a lot of people to say, "Oh wow, in former times I needed 2 or 3 days to get in contact with the potential their customer, and now I can sell the containers with just a click, or buy the containers with just a click." And of course, and I think this is a very huge advantage of our users is the huge customer database. We have now a shipping line on board since 2 months, and they of course it's not their core business, and they now really like that they get real market prices on the marketplace, and can then directly sell to companies by a click. So they tremendously enlarge the customer database. And everything, and this is the service of Boxxport. So Boxxport takes care about the entire process of billing, invoicing, releasing, and so on. So this is our service that we offer to our customers, and it's very fast and convenient.
Yeah. In fact, without knowing how the market works, it looks just it's a payment service, but it's not just a payment service. It's a physical asset that has to be released. Someone has to tell that now this asset can be picked up by the new buyer, and it's not owned by the old. Otherwise, it's a mess. And it's real assets that are tons of steel, empty for the moment, but it's tons of steel that really need to be managed. So definitely very, very, very interesting, very fascinating, I would say. A market within a market, and you appear to be like the market makers for this new way of exchanging this asset.
Exactly.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
And well, now I would say, as any startup, you need to be funded, and this is the recurring question. So how do you fund your business? Did you find like early investors who sort of supported you?
Exactly.
Are you now in fundraising? Do you plan to raise funds to grow now that you have a proven business model? So what can you tell us about this, considering that this is a public interview, so no confidential information?
Yeah, so we have investors, of course, in Boxxport. For example, we had for the seed investment that we had a family office from Germany, who believes in the strategy and
Right. Good.
the industry itself. Of course, we are now in another seed round. Because we want to go to the next level of Boxxport, as I said before. We try to enter into the market of leasing, of container leasing.
Yeah.
And also, what I didn't mention before, we are now already in contact also with other startups to add the feature of transportation to our marketplace. So right now we are let's say a free on truck in the marketplace where you can buy I'm sorry buy and sell containers out of the depot or not of the yard. And what is then the next step is that you can also additionally throughout the marketplace buy on spot the transportation to your own yard, or let's say, or to the seaport or whatever. So, and of course, as all startups, funds are needed for more marketing. And as I said, for offline marketing is in our industry very important right now, but also online marketing. Yes. So we are already in the next funding round.
Yep.
And of course, open for investors. They have to, let's say, get to fit to our as a strategy. So I talk right now still to business angels, but also to family offices from the industry, but also outside the industry, and also of course to VCs.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So seed level funding. So in the range, I guess, in a few 100,000, probably below 1 million, I guess. But no need. I'm just making it up. I guess whatever it is, you will discuss it with the investors when they talk when you talk to them. But it's family offices and probably small VCs that want to invest in this very interesting marketplace. Okay, very very good. And actually, something that you said is very interesting. Is that you are working with other startups, having collaborations with other startups, and this really makes me reminds me of something that I wanted to tell you, but it's a good opportunity to tell to anybody who is listening, that we built this platform of startups where startups get exposure. They get these kind of interviews. Everybody can see the interview, and there are other sections that are more private in nature, where startups can share other information. And so there's one section where startups can share information with investors, showing what they're doing and maybe showing their pitch deck or elevator pitch and things like that, to the customers, showing their sales pitch and maybe sales deck, sales material, examples, and so on. That is only potential clients can see. And then there is another section that is startups to startup, where startups can look for each other, can post opportunities of collaboration where they see that they need something, or they can bring something to another startup, like you're doing with your startup. So now, how you found them? Of course, you had probably to look around, or it's in your network, the people who you know, and so on. But the idea of this platform is to have a space for startups to say, look, I'm here. And I need another startup that does XYZ, because together we could approach a client that otherwise we can't. And reserved only to startups, a section that is reserved only to startups. So clients don't see that maybe you're looking for something that you don't have, and maybe you want to offer a service to the client anyway. So this is in the making, and I really invite all the startups to look at it and hopefully to join, because we really want to make also we are making a marketplace in a way, like you are doing,
to connect the people. Yeah.
To connect. Actually, it's at least 3 different types of stakeholders. That is startups, maritime companies, and investors, and to give each 2 of these a space, a private space where they can exchange content and information in a safe and controlled way. So, well, this is in the making. Startups will hear about this soon, and also maritime companies and investors. But yeah, okay. So much for my pitch, which was actually bad.
Very good.
No, thank you. Very good. But I would rate it. Okay, so probably okay, fair. I had to work on it. But no, yeah. Thank you very much for our chat, and very interesting what you do. Very interesting to come to know what you do and how you do it. And I really hope that the market, the people who visit the website will see you and will understand what you do, so that if they are more interested to get to know you, they just through our platform, they can find you, they can see what you do in more detail, and if they want, they can also reach out to you.
Sure.
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you again. I hope you have a good day. Of course, locked in house as at home, I guess, as everybody, almost everybody in the world.
Every minute.
Hopefully, is going to
be online and remote.
Yeah. In fact, this is the way that we started working now, and I think it works. The only shame is that now with the summer we want to go out, or like good weather we want to go out, but we will be allowed to go out soon. So, crossing fingers. And yeah, thank you very much.
I'm Leonardo. Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye. Thank you.